Oh well.
That's
Hi, friends. Host Eric here, host of Talking with Fat People. I meant to re-thumbnail that, but oh well. How's it going, everybody? Rachel's here. I'm
Yes.
here. Talking with Fat People finally hit 6,000 subscribers.
Yeah. That was a goal.
It was, it's been a long time. At about 5,900 or so, and finally I reached 6,000, and that's hope inducing, because last couple of days I didn't do anything, but I gained like 10, 15 subscribers, which who knows what that means. Maybe YouTube has decided to that I've served some shadow punishment that I no longer am suffering baggage from or something. Who knows? Yeah. Good evening, Zaylin Black.
Hey, Zaylin Black. Good evening.
Also, we've been having a really, I think, successful few days here of doing our own thing, each doing our own thing, watching TV in separate rooms, basically.
Yeah.
And I think it's every couple's destination eventually to enjoy watching TV in separate rooms and realize that, there's no, it doesn't make your relationship less secure or anything or solid. If it just means that you're at that point in the relationship where you don't need to spend every waking moment together,
No, definitely not.
I've been really caught up in this series of books. I've been listening to it 24/7, basically.
And you're flying through them.
Mm-hmm, I'm on book 7 right now.
Yeah. And you're like probably close to finishing.
Yeah, pretty close.
That's great. Does it make you feel like you accomplished?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting to the books that I haven't read before.
That's so fun. I
think I must have read through book 8 last time, probably.
Yeah, that's what you said.
But I can tell I'm getting up near. It's like the series is called The Wheel of Time, and I remember some key moments from the series, basically, well, hopefully this won't be too much of a spoiler or anything. But for example, in the 7th book, Nynaeve finally resolves her block. She has this block that prevents her from channeling unless she's angry. And then finally in book 7, she overcomes that block.
Oh, that's nice.
And I remember the reason I mentioned it is I just got through that. Did I quit live streaming? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Right now, or you mean just because I didn't live stream yesterday or whatever?
I was thinking about that, actually. I'm like,
it's unusual.
I'm sure. I have a feeling that there are YouTubers who are like, where's Eric?
Look, this happens every month. There's always going to be a couple of days where I am sort of out of commission. But
that's your sleepy week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sleepy week. I don't have a whole lot of energy right now or anything. I've been sleeping, lying down, and listening to this book for the last several days. I also kind of eased out of my prescription because yesterday and the day before I both took one Adderall. Additionally, I had to work yesterday. A couple of work thing, or I had one work thing yesterday.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, for that typing that we did yesterday, Isaiah he sent like a couple of links, but that he also emailed us so that we can invoice her if we need to.
Okay. Cheese wheel of time? No, it's not the cheese wheel of time, just the regular wheel of time. It's a very I guess you'd say complex, but
yeah,
more like a very
What is it?
a very deep universe. You know, it's like the characters are very fully developed. They change a lot over the course of the story, and yeah, it's just it's a well written story, well written characters, good character development, and etc. Etc. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills, indeed.
Yes, exactly.
Question about INTP would be type boring right now. Go for it. Ask whatever question you want. Any questions, fine. I'll answer whatever.
Do you want it open or closed?
Open's fine.
Cool.
So we got some new week today. It's called. Remember what it's called? Something OG.
Yeah. It was like something with a C.
Yeah, you're right. I don't remember what exactly.
Me neither. It looked good and smelled good to me.
The second you don't believe in food and drugs is the second you lose your credit card. Well said. The long anticipated return of CWFP. Guys, I have not been that gone for that long. It's like one day. Okay.
That's a nice compliment, though.
Yeah. We do both have the COVID, so you know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I blew my nose this morning and it wasn't clear when it came out, which usually means just something.
If you can't come up with words for the inventions, then probably he's an ISTP and not an INTP.
Deathbed? He was napping. It could be a sinus infection too. But I really wouldn't be surprised if I had it. I did get nauseous.
It doesn't matter if the inventions are physical or not. The idea is that you're doing naming. Naming is an extrovert intuition thing, coming up with different names for things and so forth. But I would suggest try other NE tests as well. For example, like how many different reasons can you think of for joining the army? Or well, I mean, the thing is, you can't trust DSP at all regarding typology. His understanding of things is that everybody's really some subtype of their dual, or who knows what he thinks.
That's Joseph?
No, I'm talking about DSP.
Oh, deep superpowers, yeah.
He's super experimenting ideationally. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? The thing is, Hibili O'Work however you say that name. What do you mean by super experimenting ideationally? Somebody who's an NE Dom is going to be very into wordplay, and basically, is one simple way to think about it. So if he's very into wordplay, then he should be able to do that naming thing. If he can't do that naming thing, then it's hard to imagine him being very good at wordplay.
Hey, Morridge.
Okay, well, but email influence is just crazy about Eminem. that you think Eminem and Justin Bieber are the
Oh
same
my
type
God.
is insane. Neither of them are ISTPs.
No. I think Justin Bieber is an INFP.
I think he's an S.
ISFP, maybe.
I mean, I don't. He's some kind of SFP. I think
He's definitely some sort of SFP. Yeah.
he's always
I
modeling
think he's
self-replicating
an I.
systems of people groups. What does that mean? Is always modeling self-replicating systems of people groups. I don't know what that means, but if he's dividing people into groups, well, I mean that could be an INFJ thing.
I don't think Justin Bieber is an ESFP because like
Eminem is not an
A lot of-
ISTP.
pictures of Justin Bieber are from paparazzi from far away. They're not like he like is so private. Like he likes to be very in control of his like Instagram and stuff, and he's very like he's not an ESFP. I mean, maybe ISFP. He did go to the Anne Frank house and said that Anne Frank would probably be a believer. So I can see him liking Anne Frank. ISFP.
See, here's the thing, Muscle. If you look at interviews of Eminem, I agree. He seems like an ISTP. But if you judge, I agree. Everybody on the internet types Eminem as ISTP, and if you judge him based on just his interviews, you be correct. Fortunately, we have his work product. I'm of the mindset that his work product is a better way to judge him than his interviews, because of the environment he grew up in and the culture that he's being interviewed in. He's cultivating a certain character as an interviewee. But here's the thing: neither side can establish definitively why exactly. Like the thing is, you can reasonably say that we should prioritize the interview footage, or you can reasonably say we should prioritize the work product. He's, in my opinion, he's indisputably an ENTP. But I can understand why people would say, no, let's prioritize what we can see. A more sensory approach to typing would say, let's prioritize the data we can see him in interviews. And if I were to judge him just based on interviews, I would conclude he's an ISTP as well. So I disagree with you, but I can understand why you're wrong. Now, the thing is, what I don't hear from people who insist he's an ISTP is any correct analysis of his work product, whereas I am correctly analyzing both. So that's the difference between me and people who type him as ISTP. I'm correctly making the distinction between analyzing work product and analyzing interviews. I'm agreeing with the ISTP analysis of the interview data, and I'm saying we have to prioritize the work product analysis that I'm doing, which is correctly debated him as ENTP. Yes, we have already had this debate, Ethan McDonald. It's not a debate I enjoy having. I've clarified for everybody why I'm correct and that you should agree with me. But I understand if you don't want to agree with me. Based on his work product. Okay? So in other words, ISTPs are not very good with ideation, which is the creation of words to express ideas. And that's what Eminem does all the time. But it's an argument I don't like to have because it's moot, basically. I've articulated the boundaries and correctly articulated everybody's position and my position and the sets of data we have and the correct conclusions of those sets of data. There's nothing further to say about it. Now, you might prioritize the interview data instead, and then if that's the case, I can understand why you type as ISTP. So that's it. There's no further place to go.
How I was saying that, so maybe Justin Bieber is ESFP because he does have those conflicting ideology tattoos.
Yeah, he's like that character in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, I just put that together while I was thinking. So yeah, ESFP. He definitely loves one.
Milton Friedman, probably an INTP. So here's an example of what an INTP says. Milton Friedman said, he said, well, why don't you just give them spoons? That's a good idea, Muscle. I really like that. That's a good abuse of power for me to explain. Well, it's not a matter of basic word associations. Anybody can do a word association. The question is, that's a good suggestion from Horse Mumbler there. The thing is, Milton Friedman is probably an INTP. What did Milton Friedman famously say is very clever? When the Chinese people said, well, we can't give them heavy machinery because the other people need jobs. And Milton Friedman said, why don't you just give them spoons? You know? That's a very INTP remark. Now, he's pretty ideationally vigorous, so I would say he's an INTP.
What up?
Hi, PT.
PT.
So, you know,
But Horse Mumbler says this is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hey, Gen Xil.
Well, it would be
Cool.
how did any polar express itself as an I in a songwriter rapper? Probably Snoop Dogg's an ISFP, and you can see how he's much more about the sound and the style and the vibe of it than about the words, right?
I actually added him on Instagram. It's so funny.
So you can see the difference right there.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm on Instagram.
Rachel's on Instagram.
Yeah, so should I put it in my name?
Yeah,
So
sure.
people could follow me?
Absolutely. No, she's not on OnlyFans. Stop that, you guys. OnlyFans is a funny idea that I just I've heard about recently. And
where's some? Oh, you have it.
My bad.
Thank
Right
you.
there. So, you know, right now we've got a lot of malaise going on in the world. A lot of malaise. Why am I not on OnlyFans? Because that's the silliest idea I've ever heard.
Instagram.
So, and then if you want to say like an STP rapper, well, that'd be like Drake. You know, Drake's probably an STP rapper.
ISTP or ESTP?
Probably ESTP, I would guess. You know, and it's terrible, of course. Rapper with a ghostwriter? What the fuck happened? What are you talking about an ESTP? That's a rapper with a ghostwriter.
Can I Can I do his dance for you?
Whose dance?
Drake's dance.
Sure.
They call it the grandpa dance.
Is that Drake's dance?
Same.
The grandpa dance?
They call it grandpa. And he like creeps.
That one girl who sold her water? You mean her pee?
He didn't call me on his cell phone. That's the You used to call me a mom. He's like a grandpa in a sweater.
Yeah. Belle Delphine? I don't know who Belle Delphine is. Her bathwater? That's so silly. Who would buy bathwater? That's disgusting.
Yeah, why?
That's terrible, Muscleman. I'm sorry to hear that. So, anywho, what about my bathwater? Anybody want to buy my bathwater?
He uses really nice soap.
Drools a lot and plays with chicken meat. What kind of a... That's just... First of all, it's got to be a biohazard of some sort, right? I'm pretty sure you can't mail biohazardous material. In the chat the other night, someone was asked to come up with ways to use butter. It went on for an hour. Well, a lot of different things you can use butter for. That's why.
It's a good answer.
You know, I mean, you could break your uses of butter into classes of uses, like food, non-food would be 2 classes of uses. Oh, Mike Jones, you're a cloud. You're such a cloud, Mike Jones. Bell Delphine's water started COVID. It's a good point, Morridge. Probably.
How do I change my photo?
I was gonna take a bath this afternoon, but the drain plug thing is messed up.
Which one?
In the bathtub.
Really?
You know, the thing you push down to make the water stay in the tub, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, it's messed up.
You think it's off it's maybe off its
Off its rocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little off its rocker.
Like it's off its like whatever pegs, you know? It's like off one. Like in the microwave. If you don't get it a certain way, it'll yeah.
So,
all I want to do is
one thing that Rachel was telling me earlier was that everything's in retrograde this year, like all year long.
like all the planets.
And it really feels like that kind of time right now for me. Is anyway here in California, where we're in shutdown 2.0. It really feels like there's this heaviness about the world because of this insanity and the complete absence of any sane discourse about it. You know, I just don't hear any sane discourse about it. Nobody's saying what I'm saying. Let it run its course. I don't know who the Mandalorian is.
To change my back.
Where do I got to learn about all this astrology stuff? I don't know. Rachel seems to access a lot of different sites as she goes about her astrology stuff.
I can link it.
Sure, link whatever you want.
It's really cool. Can I have the muse?
It's already there.
Cool. Oh, cool. Oh no! I'm gonna have to like.
Go ahead.
Astro.
Here, Astrofidelia.
Yeah. Yep. And then go to astrology. And then scroll down.
I'm scrolling down.
Miscellanea retrograde planets. And that's what you can. Wait, yeah.
So red is retrograde, right?
Uh-huh.
And which of these? Oh, I see.
This is here. 19. The one underneath it is 2020.
I see.
Yeah.
So which one is Mercury?
Mercury is the first one.
This symbol here?
Yep.
The lady symbol with the half moon on top of it? Or a cup on top of it, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Paste. Push enter, please.
Nice team.
So anyway, it's as good as explanation for any as to why exactly everything is all messed up this year.
Oh my gosh, Horse Number One. I'm so glad that you said that. I'm so glad. You know how many people bought that Disney like app because of The Mandalorian. Hey, Zandy.
Hi, Zandy. Everything I know is wrong. Jesus, I'm gonna have to go way back and start over then. I've done a lot of work predicated on what I know it was right already, but I guess I was wrong the whole time. But everything? Can you believe it, Rachel? I was wrong about everything.
You do have all licenses all the time, so you are licensed to be wrong too.
I am licensed to be wrong. Are you licensed to be right, Email Anthrax? I don't think so.
That's a good question. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn are all in Capricorn. It's like, to me, because it's my Sun, my Mercury, and my Jupiter. I think I have 3 planets in it. My Neptune also is in Capricorn, so it's like.
What does it mean when something's in Capricorn? There is truth. Truth is a status we afford to statements for the sake of argumentation, basically, or because of a consequence of argumentation.
Yeah.
So it's like right now, Email Anthrax and I are playing. No, this is the status of truth. No, this is the status of truth. No, this is the status of truth. We're playing that game without really doing a lot of justification.
That's so funny.
Or anything. We're just sort of meowing. But neither of us, if one of us made an invalid argument, we'd be able to say, no, see, that's invalid because meow, and then but it's basically because you agreed that A was true, and we agreed that if A, then B, therefore B is true, and you agree with it too. And he'd have to go like, yeah, okay, or he'd have to kick A and say, well, I no longer agree with A.
25 minutes to notify you of the stream? That's weird.
The status of truth is driving 10 miles west and deliciously in the restaurant is closed. Oh, Zandy, I feel you, dog. I feel you. It sucks. This bullshit COVID stuff,
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, that so hurts. What did you end up doing?
I mean, there's a difference between we both want to be right and we both think we are right. You know that, facts.
I got the song's like right now. I want to sing it. You used to call me on your cell phone. Late now when you blah, blah, blah. You know he's talking about Rihanna. You fucking just know it.
Hibili, that sounds kind of like maybe 8 slot FE.
Aww. There's been a lot of sad scenarios lately. But Eric did get to 6,000 followers. A goal was met.
Yeah, I finally got to 6,000 subs. And just like the last 2 days or something, I don't know, maybe gained 15 or 20 subs, which is unusually a lot. For the last year or so, I haven't gained anything like that.
Maybe you should take more naps.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, just ditch it and more people will watch. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Sky Gear. Appreciate it. Yeah, sure. Here, I got a smoke for you. I got a smoke for...
Yeah! I got the mood ring that I bought in Sacramento.
My generation mate. Here, at least half generation mate.
That's cool. Yeah! Follower for every follower.
Well, I'm just agreeing to disagree. I'm Nathan Long.
That is okay by me.
I'm transubstantiating this for you, Gen X Seal. Satisfying, huh? Why, that's so robust and satisfying, says Gen X Seal. Hi, Nathan Long comes in with a hi. we going
I'm
like this?
I'm slightly relaxed,
What?
slightly energized.
When you walked into this, oh, you're gonna quit soon, huh? Liar.
You know he's gonna hold you to
Who's a big liar?
that. Actually, he'll forget. I'll be the one who remembers. I came up with a pretty good thesis on why Batman is an ISTP, but that was after a post of Batman being INFJ, which is ridiculous. Yeah, he's definitely not INFJ. Are you kidding?
Genexial, I gotta say, you've got a great channel name. The Genexial is
It is.
It's got a good pia to it because it pia's the pia, you know. It says what it narrows your box. But of course, you don't have to just talk about generational stuff, but it sort of explains this is my paradigm or something. Batman, I think, is an ISTJ.
Me too.
I don't see any intuition.
He has a lot of car toys and stuff, like motorcycles and bat capes that like cling on to like the glass.
The only thing that makes him
just like every Tom Cruise movie, he's ISTP.
Well, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but look, I don't think he's ISTP though. I think Batman's ISTJ.
Oh, J, that's right.
You know why? Because he's always got his shit arranged just so. Like, he knows exactly where on his belt each thing is. And it's always in the same place. It's like Cameron comes over with this bong thing.
Yeah,
you know?
And he has the toys, like the bikes and stuff. Like, I think they did a good job of him being an ISTJ in those movies.
I think so too. And you can totally see Cameron being very Batman.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's so true.
The Batman with a bong.
He is. Cameron. Yeah, he comes in.
Organized belt, confirmed ISTJ.
I wonder who bat signals him.
Well, if you guys haven't seen Harley Quinn animated series, I highly recommend it. It's
highly
very
entertaining.
Good, highly entertaining. And Commissioner Gordon in that is like ESFJ probably. Got drunk and broke down ESFJ.
I hate saying that's funny, but it is. His wife is so sad that he's not home, but he's I'm waiting for a friend. Oh God.
INTJ didn't do well enough in PE, philosophical thinker.
That's definitely a sign that I was one of my last rippers. Where's the WTF?
What are you looking for? Poker?
My little carton of weed.
Oh, your little bottle?
Yeah, there it is.
Your jar.
My jar.
This is my jar.
This is my jar. It is not your jar. This is my jar.
A lot of people say to me, "Can I have your jar?" I say, "No. Get your own jar."
Boom.
This jar is mine.
That's where I draw the line.
Mm-hmm. What music do you listen to? Well, Nathan Long, I tell you what I'll do is I will give you a link to Snappy Tracks.
Yeah.
Which is...
That's a great way of getting
a good way of conveying to you what I listen to.
Have you added anything new?
I don't remember what the last thing I added was. Let's see, probably at the bottom.
Oh no, I know that.
Show my ass.
Yeah, we saw that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good list.
And I'm going to put the link right here. So this is a playlist of hits that I've put together that I like to listen to, and I like to put it on, what do you call shuffle. 68 kilograms. I'm sorry, you should have used a regular scale that told you how many pounds you weighed. Were you all out of regular scales or what? Who knows how many pounds 68 kilograms is? 500, 1,000, 10,000? I don't know. The bat being a symbol of fear. There's a kitty locked out. No, Kitty's not inside at the moment, but certainly not locked out.
No. Door's open.
You're not Merkin? Oh. No, I prefer stones. If he had given his weight in stones, that would have been fantastic. How many stones is 68 kilograms? £140? That's not very much. I weigh 180 pounds almost. You're triggered by... Uh-oh. I've triggered Sky Gear. Everybody watch out. Sky Gear's triggered. Now we're in trouble. What type is Jeff Bezos?
I thought ISTJ, but I'm not quite sure.
I would guess ISTP.
Mm-hmm.
Capricorn. Dates. Symbol mergoat. A mergoat?
Yeah.
You're like a mermaid, but a goat instead of a person?
Yeah.
A mergoat.
I'm a mergoat.
I had no idea such a thing existed.
Yeah.
A mergoat?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know there were mergoats.
Oh my gosh.
I love mergoats.
I'm so glad you do. That means, you know what though? So your rising sign is in a mergoat.
Is a mergoat? My rising sign is a mergoat.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
You look like a mergoat.
I want my setting sign to be a tunicorn. Okay.
A tunicorn? Yeah.
That's a half unicorn, half tuna. So if I'm gonna have a mergoat going in, I want a.
I'm definitely a unicorn too, and my unicorn is definitely pale rainbow.
All right,
know
so
it, and there's
my
glitter.
setting.
There's definitely glitter involved.
My setting is tunicorn. My rising is mergoat. In between, I stand a man.
And your moon is twins.
I'm twins.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I weigh almost 180 pounds because I'm 6'4". Goat Simulator is pretty fun. Rachel and I were intending to play independently of each other, I think, for a bit to get the hang of it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do.
Maybe tonight while I'm listening to the book, Rachel and I take turns playing Goat Simulator.
Sure.
And when we get a little bit better at it, maybe we'll live stream it again. Scorpio rising girls are sexy. What's their symbol of if mine's a mergoat, is theirs a scorpion? It's a scorpion. Huh? No, we only played it that one day. We need to play it again. It's pretty great simulating a goat.
Fist fight.
Well, copyright. Copyright.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my special wonder.
Hey, Nathan Long.
I need to learn how to lick. Is that what mergoats do?
Well, mergoats will probably eat anything, right? Because goats, they say, eat trash. So.
Oh, lick is OP in Goat Simulator? Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
OP? Oh, cool. At the same time?
We got to jump and lick and kick and flip all at the same time.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
Oh, that's how you grab stuff?
Oh.
Okay. Which half is the unicorn and which half is the tuna? Good question. The top half is the unicorn and the back half is the tuna. So, it's also got little miniature legs coming out the back. So the tunicorn can walk on land, but it's slanted. It's like a lowrider with the front half much higher than the back half. If it's underwater, obviously, it just swims with this big fish tail, and the front legs just sort of tuck under like this.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, just swim all
no,
the way.
well, it's a quadruped, but the back two legs are very short.
Can't.
And they, unlike the front two legs have horse's hooves, the back two legs are like duck feet.
Oh, cool.
Because they're kind of this hybrid sea animal feet.
I like that.
Yeah. The tunicorn has all the powers of the unicorn plus all the powers of the tuna.
Tuna is one of the favorites when it comes to sushi. It's very spicy tuna is very popular.
So, a tunicorn can be ridden by a virgin and also make macaroni salad taste better.
Yeah. And inspire some tuna rolls too.
There's also the Ninja Turtles in a sewer in Goat Simulator. I'll have to remember that.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about the Ninja Turtles the other day.
So, what happens when you get a really powerful combination is you get a mergoat riding a tunicorn underwater. Mergoat versus tunicorn would be a good name for a game. It's a
That's a good simulator game.
right in which
But
you
you
can
can
play
fight-
either
you
the
fight each other.
tunicorn or the mergoat,
Uh-huh.
and you have to kill the other one as your goal. Yes, hanging tier. Guys. Yes, hanging tier. SI is super creative and underrated. No, he's trying to say third slot NE is super creative and underrated. Everyone knows dolphins make the best tuna sandwiches.
Feel free to join Love Who's Discord. What are you talking about, Anger Dear? Everyone knows Dolphin makes the best tuna sandwiches. Oh, that's a good one. LOL, Zealand Black. Oh, damn. Oh, gross. They kill a lot of sharks too, actually. Tuna gets a lot of sharks. They kill a lot of sharks.
Really?
Yeah.
Little baby sharks, I guess.
They get trapped in the big
Oh, you mean
Schools.
catching tuna? kills
catching
sharks.
tuna. Yeah, they kill a lot of sharks. No, sharks. They kill a lot of sharks.
As well as dolphins.
As well as yes, yeah, absolutely. That's.
But I'm sure if you
that
get
was
the
known.
dolphin safe kind of tuna, then it's probably shark safe too.
Some of them. I mean, it's a known thing that tuna, pretty much, they get killed along the side, along with dolphins. It's those bigger, I'm sure swordfish too, probably.
Yeah, it's sad to think about.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
They clog the fish chute with their sandpaper skin.
That's me trying to change the
If
subject.
sharks smell blood, what do salt dolphins smell? They smell.
Do they smell women?
They smell women.
Yeah.
Sharks smell blood like dolphins smell women. Don't let your woman near the ocean.
You did tell me
The
that.
dolphins will come up and try to get on her. Yo, 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 I'm here to fall asleep to your beautiful soothing voices. Would it be too much if I requested a fish-themed lullaby? No. it
What
wouldn't
up,
be.
Otter Self?
Oh, sea folk dwelling neath salty brine. The time for wakefulness ends a line with time to fall asleep, and then gurgle, gurgle the sea again. Fall asleep, ocean friends, from starfish to dolphin and kelp. If you won't fall asleep to this lullaby song, then I'll need some more nautical help.
I was trying to play
Right. Squeeze box.
Yeah.
Sure. Nothing's more nautical than a squeeze box.
Yep.
So that's that's first or second slot in E, right? Somebody says sing a nautical themed lullaby, and there you go. If
Sing like a dwarf.
they prefer to be called little people.
Yes, he's
Okay.
right. Yes. Yeah, the accordion thing. I
Except
think it is a music box.
in nautical corners, it's
Yeah.
referred to as a squeeze box.
Oh, squeeze box.
Not an accordion.
That's what there's a Who song called "You're My Squeeze Box."
Mama's got a squeeze box.
Yeah,
Daddy
yeah.
never sleeps at night.
Yeah,
Yeah. Squeeze box.
it's not. I'm not saying it's good. It just has that in that, and also, I was watching "Kiss Me, Kate," and in one of the songs, it's like a musical. It's better as a musical than a movie. But in the musical, they talk about Lucky Baldwin. And they say that he was really boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's known for his wealth. He's a lucky ball. There's a tale of Lucky Baldwin who has a lot of wealth. But the funny thing about him is that he's boring as,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I implore the sensory people here to go to the Love Food Discord because there's a blatant lack of sensors there and it's disturbing. We need more sensors than I never thought I'd say ever in my life. Well, it's always a good idea to have varying perspectives. If your perspectives get too homogenous, then, nobody call bullshit. Like, if I didn't have Cloud coming in here, throwing his fourth slot in eye around, it's like it helps. It helps to be faced with arguments that maybe intuitives wouldn't make. It changes the frame. All of a sudden, you're defending stuff that you don't think you should have to defend. Blah, blah, blah. Helps me understand the different ways in which people interact with ideas too.
Skygear, did I sound patronizing?
No, I think he's talking about what Skygear said.
Oh, Skygear is saying.
Could Cloud be ISFP? I'm pretty sure Cloud's ISFP.
Yeah.
He's about as ISFP as
Yeah. He started a fight and I got him right away and I was like, "You're ESFP, clock." He's stirring trouble and he overstepped boundaries at the time, so he had to get the meow. Oh, the pee. Oh, the pee. Hello, my cutie kitty.
I mean, I don't think he's very much of an anomaly.
Yes.
I've encountered that exact sort of variety of ESFP on a couple of occasions here around talking with fantasy people. Courtney was kind of the same way, except not so combative, I guess. Not quite so combative. Chloe was kind of the same way, combative in a kind of a different way. But the fact is,
That was quick.
It is an environment in which, no, of course not. I was not banned at all.
No.
It is an
no,
environment in which people are interacting, and so there's nothing inherently going to prevent him from wanting to interact with people or to be dissatisfied with those interactions. ESFPs like seeing an impact from their meowing.
I believe ISFJ is the most. Then second is ESFJ. I don't know what the third is.
I mean, I think it's even higher than that. I think it's more like 80%, probably.
What for?
Sensors intuitive split, because I rarely see intuitives mistyped as sensors. I'm just saying in terms of the percentages, right?
Yeah.
I rarely see intuitives mistyped as sensors, but I see sensors mistyped as intuitives all the time, which suggests to me that the percentages are. It's more like, there are fewer intuitives than the percentages suggest.
I think there's like a good amount of NFPs in here as well.
Countess didn't
More
get banned.
ENFP.
I didn't ban Countess.
No.
She's self-banned.
LOL.
She was very upset because she couldn't control the narrative regarding her own type. And she really got mad about that. She didn't like me disagreeing with her about her self-typing changes and stuff. And
yeah, there's ENFPs here. Fenty Deluxe is an ENFP. CJ O'Connell, Matthew Alistair.
There's more than that too. I just can't think of any more either.
I think like Utter Self might be one as well.
I think Utter Self might be INFJ.
Okay. I can't tell when what's his name. 1, 2, 3 changes.
Right. I don't sense
Hey,
ENFPs.
Matthew Alistair.
They're also potentially going by false interpretation of the functions, or maybe not the functions at all, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, ZA Matthews here. You have decent Spidey senses.
Spidey senses for them? They're good peeps.
It's a good match for an ISTJ.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, not the ideal.
ENFP,
yeah,
ISTJ?
not the ideal match, maybe, but a good one.
A good one.
Utter Self is an ENTP. Okay.
Oh, you're in ENTP. Was that Oi? I'm an ENTP.
Oi!
I like that.
That's very British.
It is.
Are you British, Utter Self? Occasionally I'll say cheers. That I pick up from British people. And they, instead of like, thanks, I guess. What's it the replacement for, basically? Cheers.
Cheers.
That seems like a good English term to pick up.
Yeah, I like cheers. I don't know if it's Australian. They could use it too. Use it in Q-Land too. That's cool.
Do you take the lift from your flat to the lorry station?
No. You pageant winner.
You're Russian, but you live in Finland.
No.
Bugger off. Bugger off's pretty good. Bugger off, you.
Bugger off. Please, bugger off.
Blood and Bloody Ashes is something I started saying from that book.
It really sounds so British, though.
Blood and Bloody Ashes.
Yeah.
I think you should know me enough by now, or tell if I'm INFJ or another type. You're an INFJ, you know that first.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful kitty free.
Mommy and Daddy loves you. Yes.
You could also refer to somebody as a wanker.
Oh,
It's another
yes, I love that term.
another
Wanker.
English saying.
Yes. Oh. Mm.
Blood and bloody ashes. Okay, I think I'm about ready to wrap up this live stream. I'm not feeling super mega streamy or anything.
That. Kitty
That's a
pageant winner.
very beautiful kitty pageant winner. We typed an ESFP girl yesterday.
Yeah.
Who was not resistant to being an ESFP.
No.
Who, in fact, come in thinking she might be an ESFP
Yeah.
and wanted confirmation of it. Which
She
is
was
nice.
happy.
It's nice to not have somebody object to being the type that they are.
Yeah, it really, really was. You know, she was like totally happy with her typing, and she was candid too. She was very open to it. Unfortunately, we didn't record it, but it was really good.
Yeah. Textbook TI polar, you know,
Yeah.
and also revelatory of how parents can really exert some ontological assault against their own kid for being the type that they are. You know, she seems very much she's got like tiger parents, you know. Anyway, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. And I'll be back again probably in the morning, probably early morning live stream or something. I think I'm pretty well rested. I'm just going to listen to the rest of this book and, you know, maybe Rachel will play some Goat Simulator. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, goodbye, everybody. Thanks for being
Bye.
here. Say bye, Pee-Pee.
No. Good night.